Hello everyone, and welcome to The Pulse, your news and information program on all things Lake Wildwood. I'm your host today, Annette Stenger, and this is the news for the week beginning Friday, March 6th. As usual, let's begin with our message from our General Manager, Brian Cox. Many things are happening at Lake Wildwood now, and I would like to highlight just a couple very important matters that all members should be aware of. The first is the establishment of our new Fire Fuel Management Department. Without going into too much detail and repeating ourselves, I would like to invite everyone to visit the new section of our website and browse all the important fire and safety information we have provided. You can find all that information at lwwa.org under the Association tab. Currently, Be Firewise Roadside information is available with more sections to follow. So please review all the information here, and if you still have questions, please contact Phyllis at the EMO office at 432-0633, and she will assist you. And now that our Informed Member Series has concluded, the next step for members interested in attending the seminar for future board members has been scheduled. This seminar is presented by former board president Tom Cross, and you can call Tom at 559-4720 for more information. And in board news, the next business meeting of the board will be Wednesday, March 11. That will be followed by a governing document membership workshop. As well, always, please go to lwwa.org for the agenda and board packet. The other board news, Director Mike Shelby has resigned, and in the next few days, the board will announce the methodology to select his replacement. And the Committee Relations Committee needs a few good men and women to reach out and to our real estate community, nonprofit organizations, and our membership to improve communications. Each one of these programs is important to help bring our community into the 21st century in terms of internal and external promotion. 3 or 4 new members who are interested in supervising and coordinating these activities will assist the association in achieving its goals for this year and into the future. Your efforts will be appreciated, so please contact Mike Zemetra at 432-3175. The Parks and Rec Committee Cultural Arts and Education Series presents Don Lapari, radio broadcaster at KVMR, our local community radio station. Don is the host of the 2-hour world music show known as Earth Music. In his presentation, Don will talk about KVMR, its relationship to Nevada County, and what it is like to do a radio show heard locally and streaming online around the world. So do join us on Tuesday, March 17, from 2 to 4 in the Lake Room of the Community Center. There is no charge for this event. And the Firewise Neighborhood Group is looking for new participants and coordinators to manage them. All materials are made available for successful meetings, including speakers, handouts, even meeting rooms if one is needed. At your neighborhood meeting, our Speakers Bureau will be available to discuss how to establish an emergency alert buddy system, tips about evacuations, and how to make your home safer from fires. Firewise neighborhood groups are our first line of defense in fire preparation, so please consider donating your time to this very important endeavor. You can email Jeff at jeff.heiser@sbcglobal.net for more information. And we are still talking about the census. The question has been, why should I turn it in? Well, Lake Wildwood Association is getting a new security system. The project is midway through its implementation process, and we will be going live with it sometime this spring. They are clearing up the data that will go into the new system and will really need your help. As of February 21, of our 2,800 households, only approximately 1,800 members, or only 20% of the membership, have completed and turned in their census forms. It is time that it's absolutely necessary that when we launch the new system, that the old data will be purged, and as a result, households may not be represented. This could delay your entering the gate as well as those entering behind you. You will need to also have your vehicle decal checked as well. Car security is approximate. It also includes your card security card. The new system will really be trying to avoid inconveniencing our membership any more than necessary, as they have been attempting to communicate the importance of completing the census information. You can access the census online at lwwa.org. And it's also tax time. We are very happy once again to have available to us the AARP tax volunteers. They can provide tax preparation services and electronic filings of both federal and California returns. This service is provided to Nevada County residents at no cost. Appointments, however, are required. Lake Wildwood residents and employees can schedule an appointment by calling the Community Center at 432-3200. These appointments will be on Wednesdays until April 8th in the Manzanita room. And if you probably have noticed that PG&E has been conducting maintenance and cleaning around its power poles. These poles are spread throughout our community. PG&E is required by law to clear not less than 10 feet in any direction from the pole and up to 8 feet high. PG&E will contact those members who are affected if you have questions, or perhaps you're concerned about special care on your landscaping, you must call Greg at 722-7146. The association has no jurisdiction concerning this program. As we begin the new weed season, staff is preparing to start the new spraying program that will be next to your property. If you would like your property to be exempt from this spraying, please call Sherry Thauberger at 432-1171 with your property information, your name, your address, and your phone number, and any specific directions that you might have or comments regarding this spraying that is about to take place. Please note, if you elect to have your address listed as a no-spray property, you will be responsible for weed control all the way to the roadway. From our golf course, here's our golf superintendent, Bill Hamilton, with some news on the irrigation replacement project.
Well, welcome to the lower parking lot of the clubhouse. My name is Bill Hamilton. I'm the golf and park superintendent for Lake Wildwood. And behind me is the HDPE high-density polyethylene pipe that is going to be part of our irrigation project. The contractor is now showing up, and we should be putting pipe in the ground shortly. These spools that you see behind me, those are 2,000. Each roll is 2,000 feet. So we got a lot of mileage of pipe we're going to be putting in the ground. The bigger pipe that you see are the main lines, and that'll be going in first. The other thing about the main lines, the contractor is going to do the road crossings first. So there's 5 road crossings. There's 4 of them on Lake Wildwood Drive and 1 on Chickadee. So the road crossings, just trying to get the hard stuff done first. So there will be some traffic issues amongst with residents as we go forward with that. So expect to see some construction activity on Lake Wildwood Drive in the very near future. The whole project is probably going to take 4 or 5 months to do. We're going to put the main lines, the big pipe in first, and then that'll be followed up with the smaller pipe, the 2-inch pipe that you see behind me. The 2-inch pipe is what they connect the sprinkler heads to. So the main lines first, and then the smaller pipe will go in. Thing about it is as the contractor is working, they'll need like roughly half a hole to work on. So we pretty much are going to guarantee you that you'll have 17.5 holes to play. So on the hole that the contractor is working on, if they're working up near the green, then we're going to we'll put a temporary green into the fairway. If they're working by the tee box, then we'll make a par 3 out of the hole. So it's still going to be a great golf course. There will be some challenges, but you know, the big part of it is we're putting in a system that's for the next 40, 50 years. An interesting part of the project is it'll all be everything is below ground. There's no controllers or anything above ground. We'll be able to operate this system from our cell phones and tablets, and then a computer in the main office. So we're very excited about it. All the sprinkler heads will be on GPS coordinates, so if an employee wants to make a change to a sprinkler head, he can just dial it up. The GPS will show him exactly on the map where he's standing. If it's too wet, he can turn it down. If it's too dry, he can turn it up. So we're very excited with this newer technology that's come to the irrigation field. The other thing too, at the very end of the project, we're also going to be irrigating the parks through the Lake Wildwood. Each park that has irrigation would be Commodore, Hideaway, Meadow, and Vista will all be getting new irrigation as well. So we're very excited to bring the next generation of irrigation technology to all of our parks as well. So I think you'll see conditions improve greatly. Excuse me. The thing about the parks is that you know, the old system was designed with really no design. It was throwing water everywhere. And we did lose a lot of stately oak trees throughout the park. So this new system is designed to not throw away from the oak trees. The oak trees will get less water, which is they're genetically designed to get less water. So we'll be able to help the overall health of the oak trees going forward and don't do any more damage to them. But anyway, we're very excited. Things are starting to happen. The contractor is here on site, ready to go. More employees are rolling in. So we're very excited to get this project off the ground and going.
Thanks so much, Bill. That looks to be a massive project, so do stay tuned to the Pulse for further updates. And clever name, Fool a Fish. A free workshop is open to all Lake Wildwood residents and a show and tell presentation addressing the basic tackle and techniques needed to successfully catch largemouth bass right here in Lake Wildwood. That will be on Wednesday, March 11 at 6 p.m. in the Manzanita Room at the Community Center. Please join the Lake Wildwood Garden Club on Tuesday, March 11 at 1 p.m. in the Lake Room for a fun-filled presentation on deck gardening by Paula Farrell. A longtime member of the Lake Wildwood Garden Club, Paula has accumulated 60 years of gardening knowledge to share with us. Refreshments will be served and guests are more than welcome. Do you play an instrument or perhaps you love to sing? Then the Music Club is the place for you. The next meeting is March 12 in the Marina Rec Room starting at 6. Also, the Singles Club will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day on March 12 at 5:30 over at the Community Center. Call Pat at 812-5073 for more details. And the Artists of the Oaks Club is hosting a reception this Sunday, March 8, from 5 to 9 p.m. to dedicate the new art piece that will be above the clubhouse patio fireplace. The artist, Yvonne Doctor, is the well-known local artist. Come and join us on Sunday. There will be appetizers and a cash bar. And the first tennis social of 2020 will be held on Saturday, March 16. We will be having our St. Patrick's Day social. All tennis club members are invited to play tennis or just come by to have a visit. There will be a corned beef luncheon organized by our wonderful social club. And winter bocce fun. Longing to get out and enjoy this beautiful weather? Check out the Bocce Club. Newbies and experienced players are always welcome. If need be, we can gladly teach you how to play. Bocce is a fun, simple, and easy game for great exercise. So do join the group. They meet at Meadow Park Bocce Courts at 2 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And for more information, call Gary at 432-4058. And this week in security, this report comes directly from our security manager, Pete Newell.
Good morning. I'm Pete Newell. I'm the security manager here at Lake Wildwood. I've been back again for about 1.25 years now, and really enjoying the job as we're moving along. We do an EBITS article every week, and this week we're going to be televising it, so I'm going to get right to it. We had a bunch of questions, both from social media and from other sources, asking us about our traffic enforcement and speed policies, so that's what I'm going to start with today. As you hopefully know, the speed limit in all of Lake Wildwood is 25 miles an hour. It is a legitimate speed limit. It is legally binding under the vehicle code. If you were to get stopped by a CHP officer for speeding over the 25 limit, it would be a real court ticket. However, the security department operates under the governing documents, and we enforce the speed limit as a rule violation. All of our officers have been trained in the use of radar, and the radar units are professional quality units that have been properly calibrated and are actually tested every day to make sure that they are operating correctly. We have a very high confidence level that our radar work is correct and adequate. When our officers do speed enforcement, we will have a contact with a motorist suggesting that they were violating the speed limit. We'll have a short conversation with them, need to get their identity, and then they will be on their way. We don't actually give out a ticket per se. What we do is the officer comes back, writes a report, the report gets reviewed by appropriate staff, and then forwarded to the Association Administration Department. At that point, notices are mailed out. The notice could be mailed out just to the driver, or a sponsor if the driver was a guest, or a landlord if any of those parties was a tenant. So we could mail out 1 notice or 3 notices depending on the circumstances there. The notice then will suggest a fine that somebody can simply pay and end the matter, or they can attend a hearing with the Board of Directors executive session to protest the ticket. The fines are actually set up based on the speed over the speed limit. For a first offense, it starts out with $25 just for the fact that you got the ticket, and then another $5 for every mile over the speed limit that you were going. So if you were going 35 in the 25, the fine for the violation would be $75. If you were going 45 in the 25, it would be $125. On a second and a third offense, the amount goes way up. So you don't want to get to those second and third offenses. As I said before, several of us here, including myself with law enforcement experience, have got extensive radar experience. I used to be a state certified radar training instructor. So the training that we give our people in-house, we feel is fully adequate, and that they are competent radar operators when they go out there. So I'm hoping that this helps clear up some confusion, and that everybody works and tries a little harder to obey the speed limit as they go through their day. This week we've only had one real incident that's worth talking about. We had a series of loose dog problems out on Fair Oaks this week. In one case, the dog ended up in a neighbor dog's backyard attacking the neighbor dog, so we felt it was fairly serious. We ended up issuing several violations to the offensive dog owner, and even involved animal control. They came out and issued their own citations. So we're hoping that this action will help reduce problems in the future. That's it. We've had a very quiet week otherwise. Be sure to check eBits and TWI for additional information. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Pete. We appreciate that explanation, and perhaps that will clear up some misconceptions about how speeding is handled inside the gates. So folks, that's it for the news this week. I want to thank you as always for joining us and for watching The Pulse. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Pulse YouTube channel. For news and information about the goings-on in Nevada County, we invite you to watch Studio 95's It's Around Town. You can view it on Comcast Channel 95 at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., or you can watch it anytime at the web via our website. So till next time, I'm wishing you a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.